Hello. It's another new day, and today I decided to do something a little different. I managed to finish the flower farm. I got bone meal transportation set up, so I took out the auto crafter and rediverted the bone meal instead to be filtered in here. But what I decided to do, as well as with the bone meal farm, was to hook it all up to a line. So now I hit this, two things happen. One, this little guy gets hit and the water is redirected from here, this direction to here, so all this does is just takes the bone meal and then sends it that way. The line goes all the way down here and starts this clock. So now the bone meal is delivered, flower farm's activated, and all of that gets sent back down. So that's why I have this second line right above here, and that just plops everything down here and sends it back to the filters. I still haven't set anything up here for filtering all of this stuff, so it does all just kind of collect at the end. Loop. Want to figure something out because I found an issue, and actually one thing that I didn't show. In order to get this to work, because it's so far away and simulation distance is only set to 10, because this is actually a server, I have to load these chunks. So I've got a couple stasis chambers there just to load the chunks and make sure that all the items get sent over. But what I realized is if I don't load all of those chunks, the items just kind of sit there loading up, and it pretty quickly creates some lag on the server because that bone meal is infinite and those flowers just keep coming. So that's why I need this on a switch for right now. Only really want to operate this when I'm here, otherwise it could create some serious problems with lag. End up crashing the server potentially, and might have to go in and do some surgery, which I don't really want to do that. The solution to that long term, if I want this to run while I'm not loading these chunks, would be just to, I think, literally put chunk loaders all the way down to the storage system and then store that stuff. Oh my god, you again. Anyway, you're lucky, sir. Today is not your day. I want to get this map situation sorted because this is just gross. I want an actual map room. So one of the next things that I want to do after I make the gunpowder farm, because I do want to start farming gunpowder again, my supplies are getting low. I want to make like a little tower over here, and in that tower I'm going to make a little map room, I think, at the bottom. Probably move my bed there because this is sad for a bedroom. I've been playing around with a couple ideas in creative to try to figure out something for an XP farm, because right now I have to fly over there, which, you know, admittedly this is nice. This isn't like terribly inconvenient. I can literally make it over there in one rocket, though I just messed that up, so I'll do it in two. But it's literally right there, sitting right there on the surface. It's just a little slow. I would like something a little closer. But this is fine for now. This is how I repair everything. I do want a better XP farm, so I'm taking some time in creative to design a couple of farms. One failed terribly, was miserable, terrible idea, and I don't think that'll ever show the light of day. I went with the kind of newer, more modern design of using the Allays regeneration mechanic. I couldn't think of anything better. That's just typically the case, though. I don't really reinvent the wheel. I just use the wheel to my advantage. So that's what I'll be doing. I want to make that somewhere on the base so that I don't have to fly over here every time, wait the, whatever, 10, 20 minutes for enough spiders to accumulate, take them out, and get my XP. That's what I'll be going for next. I, unfortunately, don't have an allay. I have found a handful of pillager outposts, but that's about it. I don't have any more clues as to where to find them other than a Woodland Mansion, which could do that. I do have a cartographer, and I don't think I maxed him out yet, so it's possible I could get a Woodland Mansion map from him. Then. What's going on, bud? Why aren't you in your bed there? Anyway, you are not maxed out. What do we need to do? I just need to buy some bananas. Oh. The grape banners. Not bad. I should grab a few of these. And then you level up, and then you give me the Woodland Mansion map. It did take you a little while, so it's possible you're processing. Thank you. Okay, so I just need a compass. Sure. That's stupid. What do I do with my banners? Yes, gray banners on gray. That's so gray of you. Very gray. And you give me this, give me this, give me this. And it's kind of far. What do you know? Well, that's exciting. So I have a direction now. I have a direction, I have a purpose, I have a goal. And I'm going to bed. Good night. All we're doing is playing a game, yeah. Just want that processor power. Alright, we're back. So, nice night's rest. I haven't really done anything else to prepare, so I think, we'll just take off. I got food, I got supplies, I got my tools, and I think, yeah, I'm ready to go. So we're going south and we're going east. That's west and that's north. Cool, exactly the opposite direction. So we're on a journey. I think it's time again to revisit that discussion we had previously about the mods that I'm using. And I'm not going to do that terrible accent anymore. Last time we were on a nice little journey like this. I talked a little bit about the mods that I use, and I didn't really finish that discussion. So let's do that now. Mini HUD, yes, is a great useful tool for navigation and for project implementation, with the overlays for structure bounding boxes and the ability to create despawn spheres, so that you can understand how mob spawning works in an area around a specified location, which is just extremely useful for creating mob farms like the witch farm that I created, just to more quickly understand where all you need to light up areas to prevent other mobs from spawning and increase the rates of your farm. That's pretty technical, so I don't really show off a lot of those tools. They also visually don't look terribly appealing. Alright, we gotta wait for some server chunks to load here, so we're just gonna hang out. Those are some of the utility mods I use. The other one that you probably notice that I use, let's go straight up. I'm just waiting for chunks to load, so just trying to kill some time here. The other one I use is a free cam. It just helps again with projects and generally understanding how farm mechanics are working, mob spawning in a specific area. Again, the same kind of in conjunction with the other tools like mini HUD overlays that allow you to see areas for spawning. You can kind of use that in conjunction with FreeCam to understand better about what you need to do to fully maximize your farm's efficiency. Other than that, really just quality of life mods, sodium. This is a fabric server, so everything's the fabric-based version. I'm not obviously using Optifine. Sodium does a pretty good job of keeping everything in check, and generally it's very optimized. It used to be kind of mandatory to run something like Optifine or Sodium for fabric. Now I don't know how necessary it is, but I just like to run it still because I think it does a little bit better job at optimization than the vanilla game. And it doesn't really change the experience other than making it smoother. So again, most of what I use is just for utility and to improve quality of life while playing the game. I tend to keep things pretty vanilla. I don't really like to change mechanics of the game too much. I think that, the biggest one is the dynamic lighting, so I do like to have the ability to light things up. I don't have torches, cool. So I do like the ability to light things up in the space around me. Like when you're holding a light source, for example, if you're holding a torch, you can kind of see that there's a change in the lighting effect in the area around the player. That's not vanilla. That's a mod. So that's just something that I like, especially going caving. The usefulness of a single torch becomes much greater. So that's why I keep a single torch in there, just in case I get stuck in a dark area and I just need some light, or I'm flying and I need to read my map. This actually will light the map up in the middle of the night, whereas you're not able to really read a map in the night otherwise. So just again, just some quality of life mods that really help improve the game for how I like to play it. Alright, and we're about to run out of rockets here too. I should have refilled while I was sitting down, but I'm getting pretty close. I just want to swing back around because this looks so cool. You could like easily turn this into like a monster face or something and have like a little base tucked away down here. Right. In case you're wondering, I am not procrastinating. It just takes a little bit to load new chunks. So one of the disadvantages of being on a server, even hosted locally, is that things just take a little while to process. It's also not a gaming server. It's not optimized to do this. I just made it do what I wanted. A little bit on the nerdy side, but yes, I did set up my own server and created a virtual machine, a Linux virtual machine, to host this particular Minecraft instance, so that I could play by myself locally. Why? Just because I could. Something that I occasionally get passionate about and I do enjoy kind of playing with, which I think most people would probably find odd, because they'll most likely be uninterested in pursuing stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Again, letting chunks load, but it's a good opportunity to get some iron. Because as of right now, I actually don't have an iron farm. All the iron that I've used so far in all of my projects has been mined. It's something a little atypical for me. I generally like to make iron farms pretty much first thing. I find a village, I grab a zombie, put him in a little cage, and then I put 3 villagers around him in a bed, floating in the air, plop golems down into some lava, and that's typically how I get my first set of iron gear. I don't really go mining for it. So I changed that approach for this playthrough because I do like to sometimes impose challenges on myself to make things a little more interesting. You know, the game can be difficult on its own sometimes in its own right. I went further away from where I'm supposed to be. Okay, cool. And so I guess that's why I feel the need to sometimes make things more difficult than they should be. But that is not a unique thing to Minecraft for me. I generally tend to do that with every game I play that I am at least, you know, semi-passionate about, where I'm interested in playing the game in different ways. Minecraft, I think, has just kind of accentuated that for me because it is such a versatile and unique experience to each player that plays it. And so I really appreciate that about Minecraft in that sense, is that you really can kind of make it your own experience, your own game, however you want to play what you decide you want to do. You can kind of make it your own. A lot of the passion that I derive from playing Minecraft is really that a lot of the things you do feel personal. They feel unique because you can kind of choose in a variety of ways how to play the game, how you approach different challenges, how you choose to maybe self-impose additional challenges or change your play style just for the sake of you know, variety or curiosity. You know, can I actually do this? Is that possible? I think that's another thing that really pushes me forward. As you know, I just get kind of curious. I want to know if I can do something or if it's possible. You know, and then that just kind of gets my brain ticking, and I just go, well, what if I did this, or what if I try that, or maybe I could do this, or I could try it this way instead, or you know, that kind of line of thinking. And that's what keeps me coming back. You know, I think redstone is one of those mechanics in a game that it's hard to replicate the feeling for elsewhere without just kind of copying it. It's a pretty unique thing. You try to explain redstone to somebody who doesn't understand or know about Minecraft or really gaming at all, you know, you could kind of call it like, it's almost like electricity, right? You know, you've got logic gates, you've got power that you have to consider, even, you know, a variety of power levels. You know, there's some in-depth mechanics to it that make it complicated enough where you have to learn it, right? Generally, people don't just come into redstone knowing how to do it without ever having played the game or watched a tutorial, or they're just tested in a creative world. It's something you learn because it's a complex thing. So I think that's another thing that keeps me coming back is the variety of complexity and the ability to, you know, create these machines that are, you know, useful. They have function in the world, and not only that, they move your progress forward, right? You create a machine that does something for you automatically. That's another task that you've taken off of your list for yourself to do manually, and to facilitate other activities that you want to do, like, for instance, exploring. You know, I think another big part of Minecraft that I love is the exploration, especially now with some of the updates. You know, they've given you things to go out and seek in the world that you can't craft, that you can't just easily happen upon. You have to kind of use the in-game mechanics, or even just kind of brute force, right? You just need to go looking for stuff, like the trail ruins. You kind of know where they're supposed to spawn, and then you go there and you look for them, and you hope that they're there. I think that's probably one of the more frustrating aspects of Minecraft is when you do have to kind of rely on RNG to provide you with that experience. It can get frustrating when you don't get that, right? And it's I'm looking, and it's just nothing, not getting anything. A good example in my case is, going through all the pillager outposts and having every single one of them spawn without the prisoner cages, so there's no allays for me to rescue there, and now I'm forced to take on this mansion. Here we are, finally made it. It's nighttime, it's exceedingly dangerous, and I don't have a bed on me, or I don't think I have, well, maybe I do have a bed. Well, let's take a look at our supplies. Do I have a bed? I do. Neat. Because I'm probably going to die. Let's be honest. I am not the best at this game. I played a lot. It does not mean that I am good at it. It just means that I play a lot. What's up, goat? So we got to get plan of attack here. Let's see. I really wish I would have brought torches. Aha! Thank you, me. Well, there's the possibility that I will be cautious and take my time. Small possibility. Safety zone. I put the bed away. Put it back right down in the spawn point set. Yeah, sounds like some bad boys around the corner here. Let's check corners. What we got going on over here? Yeah, hi. Okay. Hi. These guys I do want to try to hit with my sword. What the heck? What kind of AI is that? Creeper. This is probably the thing that's most likely going to kill me. There's going to be like a vindicator that's chasing me, and then a creeper is just going to fall out of nowhere. Okay, let's pop this down. Nice beds. Swanky. Oh yeah. Alright, I kind of figured we would find them here, but yeah, I see the I see the subtitles, so we know they're here. Oh cool, a chicken! I've only ever seen the cat statue. I've never seen the chicken statue, that's cool. Let's put this up so we can see better. Nothing behind me. Okay, bud, let's go. Cool. Definitely hear some hostile enemies. Next. Let's clear the top floor first. Okay. Snag that creeper. Zombie. Let's get a hit on the Vindicator, or rather the... oh, what are you called again? I just know them as Johnnies. Okay, isn't aggro to me yet. Let's double check here to make sure we're good. Hello. It's quite dark in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Dang it. Where'd you go? I was relying on you to shoot this creeper. Yes, yes, yes. Nope. Fine. Get wrecked. Where'd you go? Alright. Clear. Oh? Hello. Now it's clear. Let's get this guy. Hello. Oh. Why did that just make an armor breaking sound? The heck? Okay. That scared me. I thought I lost a piece of armor there. Wandering trader. Bro. Okay, I think. Oh god. Jesus. That's unnecessary. I don't need to be jump scared. Thank you. Alright. I just need to get this out real quick. Okay. Okay, you can die now. Thank you. Yeah, and this is why I'm most likely going to die during this endeavor, because I am terrible at combat and I get jump scared. Woohoo! Alright. Saw that creeper back there. Double creeper. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Come back outside. Okay. There you are. Because I don't want vexes. Just immediately kill it. Cool. I got one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Is there a chest back here? No. What is this? Is that a Vex? Is it an LA? What is that? Okay. What else we got? Anyone else in here? First totem. Very nice. Since that shield does not seem to be doing anything, it's just letting the damage through. It'll be helpful if I have it on hotbar though, so you can hot swap. Okay, and that is top 4 clear. It doesn't really sound like they're up here, but they must be just below. Just below here, maybe. Oh yeah, there's a ton of dudes. Hi, friends. Hello. It's another zombie. This is zombie. Oh, there you are. Hi, hello. Come back. Brains. Alright, well, I guess you're not coming back. Gotcha. Okay. You are stuck up there, apparently. I will grab one of these so that I have 3. Don't want that. And gotta circle back around over here. Okay. Skip lights. Hey, okay. I thought that was a creeper for a second, and I was confused. But everything's fine now, so yeah. Oh, this is not where we came in. This is where... Nice. Yeah. Right? Was it here? 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 It was here. Anyway, see you next time.